Hi YouTube, it's Mike with Kane Autograph. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following along, you know all about the team challenge. But if you're new here, first off, welcome. Let me explain what it's all about. So I've been collecting autographs through the mail, mostly baseball, but I mix in a little football and some other sports. Some of my friends say I'm a little obsessed, but honestly, it's just something I really enjoy. This hobby has introduced me to an incredible community of fellow collectors. Too many people to name, but if you're watching, you know who you are. To keep things fun, the TTM community loves to do some challenges and some contests. So an example is a pack challenge. This is where everyone opens up, let's say, a 1991 Upper Deck and tries to get as many autographs as possible from the players in that pack. It's fun, it's creative, and it's a great way to dive deeper in the game and expand your collection. This year's big challenge, the Baseball Team Challenge. Everyone who signed up got randomly assigned a Major League Baseball team. Then we had a chance to trade if we wanted a different team. Lucky for me, I was able to trade for my favorite team, the Minnesota Twins. So here's how the contest works. Every time I get an autograph from somebody associated with the Twins, past or present, player or staff, I score a point. The only rule, the player has to have the Twins logo or say Twins somewhere on it. At first, it was easy. I went straight for my legends, Kent Hrbek, Tom Bernansky, Frank Viola. But after a while, it got trickier, so I started diving into the minor leagues. Players who never made it to the big show but still wore the Twins uniform. Let me tell you, some of those returns have been amazing. Some of my favorite returns came from guys who never made the major leagues, but I sent them a minor league card or a minor league sticker for them to autograph for me so I could get a point. And the stories that these guys share with me are just incredible. This week, instead of sharing my Twins returns, and I don't have very many this week, I want to focus on just one return because this one really hit home for me. I'll share the other returns I got next week. My one return that I want to talk about this week is from Randy Dobnak. The mustache, the glasses, the Uber driver turned playoff starter. It doesn't get much better than his 2019 Cinderella story, and it was cool, and I'm sure most of you have heard it. But he went from being an Uber driver to pitching in the American League playoffs. So Randy, he pitches for the Minnesota Twins, but he also spends a lot of time with the St. Paul Saints. He bounces between the Major League club and the AAA team, and he fills in that need when the Major League team has it. And I actually got to meet him about a year ago in Omaha, Nebraska, when the St. Paul Saints were playing the Omaha Storm Chaser. He was kind enough to spend about 3 minutes with me and signed a baseball for me and talked to me a little bit. Just an incredibly nice guy. So as part of the team challenge, I sent a couple cards to Randy in St. Paul, and when I sent them, he ended up getting recalled up to the Twins right after that. So I thought maybe I missed it, but then he went back down to the Saints, and he signed these two cards and sent them back to me in 43 days. But this is where it gets to be something special. He noticed that I was from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and he went out of his way to have the St. Paul Saints clubhouse manager, Matt Trapp, sign a card for me too. You think, why would he have the clubhouse manager sign a card? Because Matt was originally from Sioux Falls. So this is where it gets personal for me. I knew Matt's dad, Steve. We used to be on a bowling team together, and then we would hit at the minor league games here in Sioux Falls. Just a couple local guys who loved the game of baseball, and we'd go out there and we would sit and talk, and just really, it was a great time. Steve was such a great guy. I really miss him. So I shared a picture of the card with my buddy Mark, and Mark calls up Matt because he knows him, and he said, "Hey, why'd you sign that card to Mike?" And Matt told him, "I didn't know who it was for. Randy asked me to sign a card for somebody in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, so I did it." So pretty special return for me. I'm really happy I got it. I really appreciate Randy for doing that for me. Matt, thanks for the card. It'll be in my Twins treasure chest. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Tell me your favorite story that you have in the comments. Thanks, and I love hearing from all of you. Till next week, go Twins.